Welcome to Ireland. This is a small island with a very big story. The history of this place is filled with drama and adventure. It's a tale of kings and saints, of warriors and poets. You can see it in the ancient stone circles that stand silently in the fields. You can hear it in the music that spills out of pubs in bustling cities and quiet villages. Around 10,000 years ago, the last great ice age was ending. Giant sheets of ice slowly melted away, revealing a fresh, green landscape. This new land was empty of people. It was a place of thick forests, wide rivers, and wild animals. The first humans to see this sight were small groups of hunter-gatherers. They likely crossed the narrow sea from Britain in simple boats. These first settlers were known as Mesolithic people. Life for them was a constant challenge, a daily struggle for survival. Around 2500 BC, people learned how to work with metal. This was the beginning of the Bronze Age. Ireland had large deposits of copper and something even more precious, gold. Irish craftspeople became masters at working with this beautiful metal. Around 500 BC, a new culture began to arrive in Ireland, bringing iron. These people are known to us as the Celts. Celtic society was divided into many small kingdoms. They brought with them beautiful art, rich stories, and a language that would become the root of modern Irish. The most famous figure connected with Christianity's arrival is St. Patrick. Captured as a teenager and enslaved in Ireland, he later returned as a bishop to bring the Christian message. He used the three-leaved shamrock to explain the Holy Trinity, cleverly blending Christian teachings with existing Celtic traditions. Monasteries became vibrant centres of learning. Places like Clonmacnoise, Glendalough and Skellig Michael became thriving communities dedicated to prayer, work and learning. In the scriptorium, monks created masterpieces like the Book of Kells, preserving both Christian knowledge and ancient Irish culture. At the end of the 8th century, a new threat appeared from across the sea. From Scandinavia came warrior seafarers in magnificent longships, the Vikings. In 795 AD, they plundered and burned a monastery on Lambay Island. For decades, they struck during summer months, spreading fear along the Irish coastline. Over time, Vikings began establishing permanent settlements. They built fortified camps that eventually grew into Ireland's first major towns. Places like Dublin, Waterford, Cork and Limerick were all founded by the Vikings, connecting Ireland to a vast trade network. In 1169, Norman knights landed in Wexford to help the exiled King Diarmaid mac Murchada. This marked the beginning of 800 years of English involvement in Ireland. Strongbow arrived with a larger army, captured Waterford and marched on Dublin. When Diarmaid died, Strongbow claimed the entire kingdom of Leinster. King Henry II came to Ireland with a massive army in 1171, declaring himself Lord of Ireland and establishing the Pale around Dublin. The Normans built huge stone castles and introduced feudal land ownership, forever changing the Irish landscape and society. The 16th century brought religious conflict. Henry VIII broke from Rome, but the Irish remained Catholic, adding a bitter religious dimension to political struggle. Hugh O'Neill led a powerful alliance in the 9 Years' War, but after defeat at Kinsale in 1601, the last independent Gaelic kingdom fell. The English introduced the plantations, confiscating land and planting it with Protestant settlers from England and Scotland. This created deep divisions between settlers and the dispossessed Irish that would sow seeds of conflict for centuries to come. By the 1840s, a huge portion of the Irish population had become dangerously dependent on a single food source, the potato. In 1845, a mysterious disease arrived from North America, turning healthy potato crops into a black, rotting mess virtually overnight. For millions, their only source of food was gone. Starvation began on a massive scale, with people left eating grass and weeds. Over 1 million fled Ireland in overcrowded vessels known as coffin ships. By 1852, at least 1 million had died and another million emigrated. On Easter Monday 1916, rebels seized the GPO and other buildings. Patrick Pearse read the proclamation of the Irish Republic, declaring Ireland independent. For 6 days, fierce fighting raged. The rebels were hopelessly outnumbered and Pearse surrendered to avoid further civilian casualties. The British secretly executed 15 leaders, including Pearse and Connolly. The drawn-out executions transformed public opinion, turning the rebels into martyrs. The executions ignited a firestorm of support for independence. In 1918, Sinn Féin won a landslide victory and established an illegal Irish parliament. Led by Michael Collins, the IRA fought a guerrilla war. They operated in small, mobile units, ambushing police and making British control impossible. Britain sent the Black and Tans, who carried out brutal reprisals, burning homes and entire towns, only increasing support for the IRA. In December 1921, the Irish delegation signed the Anglo-Irish Treaty, creating the Irish Free State, but requiring an oath to the British Crown. The treaty split the Republican movement. Civil war erupted in June 1922, with former comrades now fighting each other in a bitter conflict. The partition created Northern Ireland, where a Catholic minority faced discrimination. In 1969, civil rights protests led to riots and British Army deployment. For 30 years, the Troubles saw bombings, shootings and assassinations. Over 3,500 people were killed in the conflict. After years of secret talks, the Good Friday Agreement was reached on April 10, 1998, establishing power-sharing government. The agreement was overwhelmingly approved by referendum, providing a political path forward and ending the widespread violence of the Troubles. Today, Ireland is a modern, vibrant European nation known for its innovative economy, vibrant culture and hard-won peace. The story of Ireland is also global, with 70 million people worldwide claiming Irish ancestry, spreading Irish culture to every corner of the planet. Modern Ireland is a place of extraordinary contrasts, where ancient Celtic monuments stand close to global technology headquarters. The story of Ireland is unfinished, continuing to be written by its people. The nation has emerged from darkness not broken, but strengthened and renewed, ready for the next chapter of its incredible story.